Welcome back to Panther Sports Zone. I'm Gabby Hancock, joined here with
Cohen Parker.
and we're just going to go ahead, jump in right into today's sports news. So starting with women's basketball. The Lady Panthers took a 71-63 victory against the Jackson State Tigers at their home on February 27th last week in a vast conference win ahead of the SWAC tournament. The Panthers led the entire game after a 21-point first quarter with a great team offensive effort, shooting 58% from the field. The Panthers generated 15 points off of Jackson State's 16 turnovers, creating offense from their defense. The bench scored 23 of the 71 Panther points, with guard Crystal Schultz scoring 12 points, leading the bench in scoring. The game's key player was Asia Thompson, who scored 18 points and grabbed 6 rebounds on the night. Along with Thompson, C.J. Wilson assisted with 11 points and contributed defensively with 2 blocks. Prairie View extends their win streak at this point to 3 games. On Saturday, March 1st, the Panthers took a tough 39-61 loss against Alcorn Braves in Lorman, Mississippi. Prairie View struggled in the first half, scoring a total of 11 points going into the half. Despite the night, Prairie View generated 17 Alcorn turnovers and had a great production from their starts that evening. Center Amari Williams scored a team-high 10 points, with guard C.J. Wilson contributing 9 of her own. Prairie View prepares for their next matchup against rival Texas Southern at the Baby Dome on March 8th, where they will play their final game of the season. Good luck, Panthers, and end this season on a high note.
PV Bowling participated in the Bulldog Classic at LaTech in Fort Worth, Texas on Friday and Saturday, competing against great competition. The Panthers left the Bulldog Classic with a record of 4-6. On Saturday, Prairie View took wins against Morgan State University, Alabama State University, and Oklahoma Christian University, scoring 942 to 812, 911 to 886, and 901 to 861, respectively. On Saturday, Prairie View won against St. Anselm College, scoring 810 to 795. Scores for the final day haven't been released, but we will update you all when those are released. Prairie View looks toward the USBC singles on March 8th and 9th in Dallas, Texas, where they will ride out their last tournament before the SWAC tournament on March 21st through the 23rd.
PVAMU softball took a 1-3 loss against the East Texas A&M Lions at the UTA Maverick Tournament in Arlington, Texas on February 28th. Prairie View trailed until the 7th inning, where they could put a run on the board from sophomore Isabella Rodriguez, as she scored the only inning run. After that, neither team scored for the remainder of the ballgame. In their second game, the Lady Panthers lost in both games, played against the UTA Mavericks with scores of 2-7 and 6-7 respectively. In the first game, the Panthers scored quickly in the first inning with the score from freshman Kayla Zaid. The Panthers then lost their lead to the Mavericks as they trailed 5-1 until scoring a run in the fourth to put the score at 5-2. The Mavericks then put up 2 more runs, ending the match with a score of 7-2. In the second game, the Panthers performed well against the Mavericks as they tripled the point total from their previous game. Beginning the game, Prairie View trailed 3-0 in the first inning, not getting on the board until the fourth inning, where they scored 3 runs. The Mavericks then scored 3 more runs in the sixth inning, regaining the advantage again. The Panthers responded with 6 runs of their own, but it wasn't until the 7th that the Mavericks put up 1 more run to steal the game. The Lady Panthers take towards their next matchup against Grambling State University on March 7th to regain momentum. Good luck, Panthers.
Prairie View A&M baseball faced Texas A&M in Corpus Christi last Saturday, March 1st, and Sunday, March 2nd, where they lost in both matches with scores of 7-10 and 6-12, respectively. Prairie View scored immediately in the first inning of the first game, scoring a run to Braden Johnson's RBI that set up Sonia Moses to score. The Panthers then tackled on 2 more runs in the second inning, negating the Islanders' run in the same inning. The difference maker in the matchup was the 5-run inning from the Islanders in the fourth. 3 3 more runs were added in the 5th inning by the Islanders, which placed them in the driver's seat for the remainder of the game. Prairie View rallied back in the 7th and 8th innings with 4 runs scored, but it wasn't enough as the Islanders won the match 7-10. In the second game, Prairie View trailed 6-0 until the 3rd inning, where they scored 3 runs, highlighted by a 2-run single off Landon Williams. The Islanders scored the following inning, but were matched that same inning with a run scored by the Panthers, bringing the game to 7-4 after sophomore Corey Lockett's RBI. The Islanders scored twice in the 7th inning, but Prairie View added 2 more runs of their own by the way of Braden Johnson's run across home plate. Unable to gain momentum, Prairie View went down 6 runs with the Islanders maintaining the 12-6 lead the rest of the match. Prairie View looks towards their next matchup against the University of Houston Victoria on Tuesday, March 4th, where they will look to regain much-needed momentum.
Prairie View men's basketball lost against the Alcorn Braves in Lorman, Mississippi, 55-71. The Panthers had a better second half against the Braves, only being outscored by 1 point. In the first half, Alcorn dominated with a 15-point lead to start the game by way of the 3-ball. The Braves' offensive showing allowed them to amass a 42-27 lead going into the second half. The second half was supported by Braylon Bush's and Jordan Tillman's offensive production, with their free throws and 3-point shooting being of emphasis. The momentum started to shift, yet the Braves' defense stalled the hopes of a comeback. This eventually led to Prairie View falling 71-55. Key players for Prairie View were Braylon Bush, who scored 19 points, grabbed 8 rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal. Jordan Tillman added 11 points, and Marcel Bryant added 11 with 7 rebounds and a team high of 4 assists. The Panthers look towards their next matchup against Jackson State on March 3rd at Jackson State, where they will play their last few games as they prepare for the upcoming SWAC conference tournament. Good luck, Panthers. And that's all for your sports today. Make sure that you guys cheer on our Panthers, and we know that they're going to make the biggest comeback. Once again, I'm Gabby Hancock.
And I'm Colin Parker. Make sure you subscribe. Tell your mother to subscribe, and we'll see you next time.